I love to have life around me and not death. No longer have the same goals that I once had. Trying to be famous. Trying to be everybody's favorite. I don't care no more. Salute. Shalom to everybody watching. I want to say all praise and honor and glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you for your spirit, your Ruach, and your Messiah. And I wanted to take some time just to talk to y'all a little bit about a post that I made a few days ago when I was talking about healing, talking about how my life has been crazy and how I've been broken all my life, but you know, I'm finally starting to heal. I want to just expound on that a little bit. And first and foremost, I want to acknowledge these plants I got right here. I think plants are amazing because this is life just in another way. Like, we're alive. Yahuwah made us, gave us these bodies. We walk, we talk, we live. But these plants are alive as well. They don't walk, they don't talk, but they are just as alive as you and me. And I think that's awesome. I think that's amazing how the Father is able to do that. I always love the way they look, and I think it might have started with my man Royce when I moved to California, like 2005. And my man let me sleep on the couch, which was a blessing. And he had all these plants everywhere. It was dope just to be in this environment. You get a lot of peace from plants, man. This is how Yahuwah intended us to live. You know what I'm saying? He intended us to live around nature, to be around plants, to be around the green grass. This is where everybody escaped to. You know what I'm saying? When life is crazy and you go through the hustle and bustle of, you know what I'm saying, grinding on a 9 to 5, and you know, you in the city life, when they give you that little 2 weeks off, where you run to? You run to nature. You run to an island somewhere if you can afford to. You run to be around the way Yahuwah originally designed life to be. See, the enemy, he took us away from all of this and put us in buildings, put us in offices, put us in, you know, places with absolutely no sunlight and no life. And we wonder why, you know, we suffer the anxieties and the issues and the problems that we have. Is because we're not around life. We didn't, you know, got away from Yah's original intent. You know what I'm saying? We've been sold a lie by the enemy. He told us that his way of life was better. Put us in these buildings, walking on concrete. We're supposed to be walking in grass. We're supposed to be walking on soil. I just appreciate being around life, being around Yah's original design, how he designed it to be. And so now I'm in a place just mentally where I want to surround myself with life, and I want to take time to just nurture life. You know, a lot of times we can be in such a rush. All right, so these aloe vera plants are my favorite right now. I just like the way they look. I like the fact that aloe vera it's a cactus, so it's like spiky, but it's beautiful at the same time. So it's vicious, but it's beautiful. So it's bold as a lion, but it's a lamb. You understand what I'm saying? So I like these, and I like the fact that it's very good for your health if you mix it up and drink it. You can liquefy it, or you can take it and use it on your skin. Really good for your skin. It helps remove scars and blemishes, all that. Aloe is just dope, man. And it's beautiful that Yah made these things and they serve us. It's good having plants around you. Certain plants are really good for oxygen. You breathing it in, you know what I'm saying? So we keep a lot of these in the house. Right here, when I bought it, the guy, get a close up on that. The guy was like, yo, you want to separate them? And I was like, nah, let them stay together. Like, let them, you know, they look like they rocking. They look like they enjoying each other's company. So We gonna keep them together. Look at that. Like they on their own wave. They going that way with it. You know what I'm saying? They in tune. They in sync. You know what I'm saying? They on the same wavelength. They like husband and wife. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my bride. We on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that one. And when I say I'm healing, I mean coming from that trauma-based mindset. You know, growing up, how I grew up, it's like you always looking to see what's about to happen next. You can't never relax. You can't never have peace. You always gotta watch your back. You can't never just chill. You can't never live in the moment. That's what it feels like. And some people do, but for me, I was one of the ones, I never lived in a moment. I just kept looking for what was next. I wish I could go back sometimes and just relive some of those moments and really take time to process them. Scripture talks about, you know, not being anxious. Be anxious for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just really living. Social media got us crazy these days. You know what I mean? Where everything has to happen now. Everything has to happen fast. Always looking for what's next. Oh, the hustle, the grind. You always planning and plotting. You're always scheming on the next thing you about to do. And so, living in the moment is a blessing. And I'm just enjoying more of that, you know what I mean? The scripture also talks about how, you know, tomorrow got enough stress of its own. You know, tomorrow got enough anxiety for itself. Like, don't be concerned with tomorrow. Like, live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the moment. So, yeah, with plants, man, just taking some time to care for something that's alive in a different way. Let me point this out real quick, because I know y'all been seeing this little casualty of war. So I had him up here with another one, this one right here. I had them up on the steps before, you know, I got the pots and everything. It was like 2 weeks ago, and the wind blew it over, and you know what I mean, my little homie, he just fell off the side over there, and it was a wrap. He got a couple of his limbs broken, and it was just no restoring it. There was no helping him, but you know, he ain't die in vain. You know what I'm saying? Your life was a sacrifice. I'm gonna use this soil, and I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna repot these two shortly, and I'm gonna put this soil, I'm gonna mix his soil with those two. So, I mean, your life wasn't in vain, beloved. Self-awareness is something that comes with healing as well. Being self-aware, knowing who you are, knowing why you do the things you do and think the way you think is very healthy. It'll keep you out of a lot of trouble when you get to know yourself. And that's what I'm doing. I'm getting to know myself more and more so that I can understand why I make some of the decisions that I make and change those things, but why I made some of the decisions that I made in the past as well. It'll help me see what things I did that caused me trouble, what things I did that caused me joy. You know what I'm saying? And do more of what caused me joy and less of what caused me trouble. You know what I'm saying? And Timothy, Paul was telling Timothy, 1 Timothy 4, he was telling Timothy to keep a close watch on yourself. Be mindful of yourself and what you teaching. You know what I'm saying? In the long run, like that's going to help you. It's going to help what you teach. It's going to help the people that's listening to you. You know, we got to be mindful of ourselves. We can't let ourselves get off course. Sometimes we just live life. We just running through life, doing what we think is right, instead of counting the costs and sitting and taking inventory of our decision making, who we are. You know what I mean? Our families, man. You know, taking more time out just to spend with my family, man. Just to talk to my wife and children, man. Just to be present with them. As an artist, sometimes it's difficult because you always in go mode. You always in hustle mode. Can't live like that. That's not a healthy way to live. And so being here in Africa, man, I just been doing a lot less hustle, and more reflecting, being in the moment, becoming self-aware, enjoying the blessing that Yahuwah has given me already. You know what I'm saying? Not to be just so caught up in everything else, man, that you don't even count your blessings. How you don't count your blessings? In Hebrews, it talks about being free from the love of money and being content. You know what I'm saying? Being content with what Yahuwah already gave you. Enjoy the moment of life that you're in and stop always focusing on what's next. That's for me, this is healing. This is healing. This gives me time with my family. Gives me time to put things into proper perspective and not just be so high strung, full of anxiety, can't even find no peace. You know what I'm saying? So I love these plants, man. Like, I love the way it look. I love to have life around me and not death. No longer have the same goals that I once had. Trying to be famous. Trying to be everybody's favorite. I don't care no more. I care about being sober in my mind. I care about being realistic. I care about being self-aware. A lot of people say, you know, Eshon, you always talking about y'all being Hebrews and y'all being the Israelites. And, you know, you focusing on, you know, your skin color and you hating on other people. Man, no, I'm focusing on self-awareness. It's good for us to be self-aware, to know who we are, to be mindful of who we are, who we belong to, and what he requires of us. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all be blessed, man. Y'all continue to chase after the Most High. Even with everything going on right now in the world, man, it's okay to just take it down and be easy and trust that Yah got you. Obey him, live for him, and don't be scared like this world is trying to make you live full of fear. We don't live in fear, man. We don't live in fear. We stand bold, we stand tall on the truth of the Most High. And this is what happens when you know his word. When you know his word, you can stand on it. If you don't know it and you just worried about what other people have told you, it's hard to stand on that. It's hard to stand on that because you're going to have to keep going to them to see what their next message is, to see what they're going to tell you. But then it's no root. You understand? You got to have roots in this thing. You see this? Down here? Look at that. Look at that. It's roots. It's going down deep. Look, I'm gonna show you. Look at that. See that right there? It's a root. You gotta have roots. You can't just be on the surface. If this thing that had no roots and it was just all on the surface, this thing would fall over. It wouldn't be able to stand sturdy at all. The wind blow, it would knock it down. Even without the wind blowing, just because it's no root to it, that thing will fall right over. And that's how some of us are in our faith. We don't have no roots in it. We don't have no roots in the faith. Look at these roots. You understand? That thing's standing solid. That thing's sturdy. Look at that. 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 It's sturdy. Look at this. Look. It's sturdy. That's how we got to be in our faith. That's why we got to be in our word ourselves. That's why we got to be following the commands of the Most High ourselves. He said, if you love me, you'll follow my commands. His commands ain't burdensome. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, all the other commandments, man. It's not burdensome. It's something you want to do when you love Yahuwah. When you love him, you want to obey him. You don't want to be out here doing your own thing. I need guidance. Y'all keep me in line. What I need to do? Alright, cool. Bet. I'm in your word. You say I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. Bet. People always love to say, Life don't come with no instruction manual. Yes, it does. The word of the Most High. It's a big fact. Alright, man. Y'all be blessed. If y'all want to see more videos like this, let me know. The music coming soon. More music coming soon. New music video coming soon. But I just wanted to just spend some time with y'all, tell y'all where my head is, man. Understand? All praise be unto the Most High. Shalom.